That timer snuck up on me there. Welcome back, fellow scrubs. I'm Mark D. Wiz, working on Pocket Fighter EX today, and it is not affiliated with Capcom or SNK. Project funded by the fans, for the fans, and yeah, so let's get into it. Hello everybody. So, what I'd like to do today, I'm trying to get my damn volume set up here. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, we got Goemon music today. If you don't know what Goemon is, it's a old school platformer made by Konami. They don't make them anymore because, well, I mean, Konami doesn't make any games anymore, but it is, they especially don't make this one anymore. And it has incredible music. It's really good games, really hard stuff. It's kind of like Ninja Gaiden, I guess. Really good, but really tough. Oh, I thought the dog knocked something over.
Good handle it.
That's okay. Anyway, so I wanted to fix up, Pachinko Goemon 1. They've got to have one, right? There's got to be one. There's no way they haven't tried to milk that one too. What I wanted to accomplish today was, hey, if we got time, I'd like to try to put this effect in. Well, this might be a little bit more complicated than what we got going on currently. But in order to do that, I have to fix the problem with the spawning points.
It all depends on your skill. Triumph or die.
So what I mean by that is the spawn points for projectiles and stuff change. It changed some of the code, and it doesn't work quite so well anymore. You notice the Hadouken there actually spawn behind Ryu. So things like that need to get fixed, because then you have issues like this where that doesn't connect anymore. So that's no good, obviously. So I want to fix that, and I think the profiler's on. Yeah, that's probably causing some frame drops. I want to fix that because the super startup is a little bit messed up because of it. Some of them work okay, but I think like Terry's is all messed up. Oh yeah, actually, like you notice the lightning there doesn't go all the way down. It stops here. That's also an issue with the change. So I'll probably have to change a couple things that I do. What software do you use to make the sprites? That's A-Sprite here. So A-Sprite's really good. I would absolutely recommend it. It is not free, but it is only like 15 bucks? 15, 20? Sounds like a lot, but I definitely got my use out of it. I would have paid multiple times for what I've gotten out of it. So definitely a good investment if you're really serious about it. This isn't related to the giant small thing that you did last time, is it? No, not particularly. I mean, it will affect that too, but I have to get this done anyway. So basically what happened is I changed how the spawning actually took place. So under Ryu's controller here, fighter controller, I did, let's see. Actually, you know what? I bet it's in the animation. This is important too, but I think to exemplify what went wrong here. So go to the Hadouken Super. The Hadouken actually launches like here, right? Spawn projectile, yeah. That's what we're looking for. Spawn projectile from old asset. And that is trying to do, it's trying to spawn it in a way that's not accurate. And then, let's see. The normal Hadoukens are fine, actually. We'll take a look at those to see what might have actually been the problem there. So let's see, Hadouken light, let's say. You scroll in, spawn projectile from pulled asset. Okay, it's the same thing. And then, yeah, that's a cancel window. Yeah, so one or two things I might not be setting the spawn point correctly. So we've got spawn object point, and that's down here. Yeah, okay, see where it is setting the point at the same time that it spawns it? I bet if we knock it back one frame, that'll fix it. That looks much better. Yep, and it works. So that was a problem there. Hadouken Super 2. I bet the same thing is happening here. It's something I've noticed with the animator. Sometimes you've got to set some stuff the frame prior to make sure that it takes effect. Oh god, that's much better. Okay. Oh, I messed that up. I'm actually playing on a different controller this time. Oh. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that the lights still work. Yeah, okay, looks like it's alright. I'm actually working on a different controller today because I was playing Dark Souls yesterday on stream, so the Switch Pro controller is still hooked up. That's alright, I can manage with that. Ooh! Well, that would have got me blown up. I thought he was on counter. Ooh! Hey, yeah, I can try those combos out now, since I actually fixed this. Right? That's not gonna hit. It wasn't low enough. Gotta say, that one should. Oh, I tried to do a reversal on it. Or not a reversal, but a turnaround Shoryu. Ah, I messed it up. This should be doable. Ah! If I can get used to this controller. Yeah, stuff like that should be doable. So even if I use a barometer here... Oh, that's over. Nope, nope. Might have to plug the other one in. Yeah, this should still be doable. I missed the cancel, but yeah, that would have hit. That was low enough, I think. But that should have worked out. Oh, good. Okay, and that works too. Oh. Yeah. All right. I think that fixes that. I wanted to verify. There should be a spawn point here. So what I want to do is have two different kind of spawn points here. I want one that's normal, that just spawns where the character is. And then I want one that spawns for projectiles. So if we look at... Where is it here? Should be a spawner controller somewhere. Is there not one here? Wait, is it at top? Oh yeah, it's at top. So here is the object spawn point. Okay, alright, I see what I did here. I want to change this one to spawn on the normal one. And then have a second projectile spawning controller that's here. It looks like I might have had one here before, but it's missing. So, yeah, let's try to enact that change. Because I'm also using like a spawn to ground controller here, and it got a little weird. It kind of got messed up, so I want to try to fix that. Let's see. Let's go and change the fighter controller. Do I trust the author of the files in this folder? Well, that's me, so I guess I trust it. Object spawn controller. Okay, so we've got one here. I might actually remove the need for this in case I want to move it to a different object at some point. But here is what I want to change. See here, it's automatically getting a spawn controller. So I want to say serialize field, and then I can take this here and just have it point to this one. So I made this private so that I don't have to worry about another script coming in and reassigning this or messing this up. And also, when you automatically assign a controller like that, let's see, what do I have in my... Okay, just wanted to see what I had to like cut and paste. So I'm gonna undo these changes. Hello, Peeper. Would you not quite make the chair? No. Why? Oh, don't you go packing. What's that about? Why? What's it right? Chicken. So originally I had it so it automatically tried to find it if it didn't exist, and then to pass it through. But doing an accessor like this is actually slower than just caching the whole thing, which I guess makes sense because you're not going through all these gates and returning the reference and all that. So I say nuts to that. Let's just assign it in the editor with whatever we want, and then work from there. And so this, yeah, this is the problem. Just spawn object to ground. I don't want to be using this anymore. So I'm going to do, I'm going to add a debug.log error. And I'm going to say this script, this method is obsolete. I'm sure I spelled that incorrectly. Do not use it. It will be depreciated eventually. And then I will just let it go. We'll actually let it do what it needs to do for now, and we'll see what happens as a result. Let's see. Because what we don't even need to use this if we're not going to do something special with it, because the object spawner controller itself can spawn objects just fine. And in fact, actually, well, I'm going to rename this. I'm going to call it just a projectile spawner. Yeah. Because we're gonna make this projectile spawner we're gonna make this, I don't know how to put it. This is the one that's gonna spawn like the Hadokens and stuff. It's gonna have a point that we can change. And then the normal object spawner is not going to have a point that we can change because it will act as though it is spawn pool to the ground. Or spawn pool object to the ground. So let's see. And then this, yeah, spawn the projectile. Yep, and this should go here for this projectile spawner. Oh, we can shorthand this now. I haven't done so much to shorthand in this project for one-line methods because I learned that after doing a lot of the code in this project. Excuse me. Dry throat. I drank too much coffee before we started, so I'm dehydrating. I'm sure that will come back to bite me very soon. But until then, let's see. I'm just looking ahead here. I guess this is kind of it. The spawn projectile. Let's see. Auto activate? True. Is there ever a time that I don't auto activate? No. Kind of makes me wonder why that's even there to begin with. I mean, really, I could just do that. And just disable that. Then it'll automatically activate. I can't imagine any situation that I would not want to automatically activate. I must have had something in mind at that point, but we don't need that. That's fine. Oh yeah, the big benefit here about having a separate projectile one is so I could link the fighter to it. So it would go here, yeah, and it would check, see if it got the component, and then it would link, and that makes sense. So I kind of did some renovations to this system to make it a bit more flexible. So, let's see. I want to see where are all the references for this. Oh, quite a few, actually. Oh, really? Oh, this is like spawning the EX activation and stuff. I really don't need to have specific methods for these anymore. At one time it was appropriate to do so. But now it's not really necessary. Because I can just, with an animation event, I can just make one of these. And since they're tied to pools, then I can just use the same pool that everybody else uses. And if that effect ever needs to change, and you just change the reference at the pool asset, and then it would change all the other ones anyway. For now, I'm just going to leave these as is, but were there a projectile spawner? It's definitely not what I want. So we're going to have to change that. Yeah. The horizontal lightning here, that might be best to leave that at the projectile spawn point, because then it can hone in on where the activation is. So the activation is on the fist, right? That's the point of the energy. So you could say that, okay, we could put the lightning on that point, but the lightning coming down has to go all the way to the ground. It can be aligned horizontally with it, which makes sense. but it has to go to the ground. Where this could be elevated higher if it was something up here. That's my initial thought on it. Not sure exactly what I did in the actual build. Oh, yeah, that's gonna break now because I need to assign something here. Okay, so we should have an empty reference somewhere. Object spawning. Actually, where is it in the code? Let me just give it a header. I don't think it was ever... Yeah, there's no header on it, so give it a header. Oh. Header of object spawning. We'll do the projectile one first, but then we're going to separate these references. So let's read. Read! Where is it? Can't be at the bottom. Oh my god, where did it? I didn't get a compiler, right? No. Okay. It's here somewhere. I just, with my old man eyes, I went by it. There's so much crap in this fighter controller. It's crazy, and I get lost in it all the time. Not so much in the code itself, because I've documented it and made regions and stuff, so it's actually pretty easy to find that. But when I'm looking here, like, I can't just search the term. Where is it? Let's see. I did say to serialize. Well, who's that? Doggy? Hello. What are you doing? Hey. Doggy doesn't make any noise, so it'd be useless to put her near the microphone. It does say serialize. Object spawner controller is a mono behavior. Yeah. Right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, let's look again. Object spawning. Oh, here it is. I'm just blind. Okay. So I'm gonna drag in... Oh, that's a projectile spawner. Oh. Wait, what? Why wouldn't that work? Trying to replace a prefab inside. Wait, what? Why did it freak out? Yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah, wait, hold on. Tried to create a script? What happened there? Let's remove that. Maybe that's what was causing the error. Actually, that projectile one's not the one that we want. We have to create another one. So the object, spawn object point, this one, needs object spawn controller. And we'll remove this one. And, I guess it's its own transform. Find pulled objects and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. We can let it attempt to find automatic pulled objects. It doesn't really matter right now. This one's definitely gonna find them. Because there's a whole bunch of shit that it's gonna look for. Right, okay. And so this one... Here we go. I'm gonna set the one in the root object to the root object transform, and the one in the spawn object transform. And we're going to link the projectile one. Oh, it's up here. To this one. Now this is gonna create all sorts of weirdness. Yes, save. Why is it saving failed? What is wrong? Charge effects is prefab from the We're trying to replace or create prefab from the instance chart effects. It references a missing script. What is missing? Oh no, what are all these? Why are they all broken? I guess we'll remove them? I don't know, something's really goofy here. I don't know what's going on. Weird. Wonder what these ones are supposed to be. Did I rename something by accident? I don't think so. There's a whole bunch of them though. It's not, I was gonna say maybe it's the sprite flickering, but no, that's still there. Something's goofy. Well, I hope it didn't blow everything up. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Move that one. No. That one doesn't have it. That's the Christmas one. Aesthetic. Must have got rid of something. Oh, you know what? I bet it was the save state controller. I removed the old save state system recently. I bet that's what it was. Guarantee that that's what it was. Right, and it was the second script, it was the sprite renderer. Yeah, I bet it is because this one has it. I bet that was the save state controller. I have a different save state system I'm working on that you might have seen if you've been here before. Okay, now will it save? Yeah, please save. No? Well, okay, what's left? Oh, the shadow. Oh, the shadow's its own prefab, but I wonder if we'll get upset if I do that. Okay, now can I save? Thank you. Okay. Alright, now this is probably gonna look goofy in some cases, but we'll see.
Go for it, man!
No, it's actually holding up pretty good. I thought we'd have, oh, that's not good. Yeah, well, that's, huh. Yeah, that's a thing. I am sure that, object reference not set to an instance? Uh-oh, what's going on? Uh-oh. Oh, wait, is projectile spawner missing? Oh, because of Terry. Terry's projectile spawner is missing. Okay, hold on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the opponent Ryu so it doesn't freak out. Because all these changes that I make to Ryu, they also apply to the other characters. And what'll happen is the game is gonna get upset that the other characters don't have a reference to these things. But if I choose Ryu on both ends, then they should be all okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I tried to. That was my mistake. Tried to do a EX Jodan. Okay. Okay. So those are spawning okay. But what I want to do here is eliminate the use of this. What? It's gonna come in 2 steps here. So I had the projectile spawner, and that's cool. That's all great. But what I need to do here is... Let's see. I did make the projectile spawner here. That's good. Now I need to link this spawner for all the ground effects. Because right now what'll happen is if I don't use that spawn to ground, it will like spawn the dust cloud at Ryu's hands, like when a hot open comes out. Like it's programmed to go wherever that point is, that object spawn point, and we don't want that. And we also don't want to have code to make all this work on its own. So we want object spawner. We're going to do one more here. Excuse me. We're gonna actually make an object, actually call it an object spawner. And my flux is active, so I'm gonna turn that off. Let's just say a sunset simulator, so I don't stay up to 5 in the morning programming stuff. Of course, today I'm probably going to be up till 5 in the morning since I have that deadline on Ecto Rush, but that's a whole other issue. That's why I was slamming down the coffee before stream. Alright, so we got that. We got the projectile spawner and the normal object spawner. Now, object spawner is going to go for these cases here. Let's see. Oh, are they all using spawn pull-ups? Wait, hold on. Spawn projectile. Oh, here it is, like create wall bounce and stuff. We don't need well, yeah, I was gonna say maybe we want to leave that one alone. That's a special case. Spark data, wall bounce right. Create hit spark. Yeah, that's its own thing. That's special. Let's not screw with that. EX activation. Okay, here we don't need anything special here. So what we want to do here is instead of projectile spawner, we want to use object spawner. Yeah, actually the other one, we should use object spawner here too. The position's gonna get overwritten, but that's okay. Yeah, and you know what? And the wall bounces. Yeah, I'll take it back. We're gonna do that because they're not projectiles. That's the point. They're not projectiles, right? So, yeah, and spawn object to ground. We want that to be. We want that to be there. Let's see. I might remove this check too for efficiency's sake. I can make an error that will launch when the character is loaded if that doesn't exist, and that's fine. We don't need to do that every time. So we're certainly not doing it here every time. Okay, spawn projectile, we want to keep that one. That's fine. This is spawn object from preset plus. What's that one? Oh, auto activate. Yeah. Oh, the reason I made this plus, because in Unity, if you're using an animation event, you cannot have an override for that method, and you cannot use two parameters. So I had to change the name to plus so that I could add the auto activate parameter. Because auto activate is, well, automatic when you use it through the animation event. Because you want it to just go. Like, there's no code after that. You just call it and it goes. And it goes. There's no code to pick up from there and to actually do something with it. So, okay, so projectile spawner. This is spawn projectile pulled asset. Okay, scale. Yeah, we'll keep that. Oh, I see a local scale, huh? This is for giant mode. Here, I bet if I change this to lossy scale. Was it not called lossy scale? Or is it? Oh, it's read only. Oh no, it's read only. Huh. Really? Right, that's why I did local scale. Okay. I think that's why the Hadokens weren't the right size when they're fired out here. But that's okay. We could fix giant mode later. I'm not really that worried about that. And yeah, let's kill that. Link projectile. Oh, right. I use link to self because this actually doesn't link specifically a projectile. It just has any fighter link is in there, and that's fine. Yeah, that's all right. And that's that. Okay, let's look at the next one. That's the wall bounce. This is object spawner. Yeah. Here, I can do this. That's an efficiency. I think I created that after the fact where I started caching the transform. So I didn't have to do result.gameObject.transform over and over. Because every time you access the game object, it's a little slow. That was a new tip I picked up. So if you can cache the transform, if at all possible, just do it. Okay, object spawner. Let me make sure that's in my copy and paste. Oh, it's typing it. Okay. Create hit spark. Yeah, we want to use the object spawner. We are going to override the position, but that's alright. That's okay. And we'll get rid of these. Apparently those comments were very old. I must have been experimenting with something. Oh, you know what this should do? It was probably never an issue because I always linked it properly. But, yeah, if the result was not a success, I should be getting out of here. Because if the result, wait, is this all, wait, does this check it automatically? Maybe this automatically checks it. Oh, it does. Okay, never mind. I thought maybe I had to do that. I was gonna say if I tried to call it on here and this was null, it would have a fit. But I don't think this can be null. Is this a struct? Oh, it is a class. Wait, so can I have this? Is that a thing that can happen? Or is it not nullable? Oh, might have a design flaw here. You know what? Here. You can do this in your classes if you don't know. You can say public static implicit operator bool, and then parentheses, and this is a full spawn result. Full spawn result. And I'm just gonna say A, just to shorthand it. So what you can say is return if A is not equal to null and A.success. So what this is doing is it checks if A is equal to null, meaning that doesn't exist because it's a class. You can do that. And it also has to be a successful projectile spawn. So I can go back here now, and I can just do this. So what that does is it means that you can get this object as a bool result. And Unity does this all the time. You're supposed to check your Unity objects like this. This basically means it is not valid. So if this thing comes back and it's not valid, then get the hell out of here. That's really all that means. Yeah, spawn pulled object reset. Should this automatically... Yeah, this should automatically activate anyway, so I don't even know why I was doing this. Because this should have automatically enabled it. Hey, sometimes you get redundant when you do stuff. Yeah, see, auto-activate, and then it does it here, because this is automatically doing that, yeah. Alright, hold on, let me do shorthand here, it's bugging me. I know, I'm crazy, but it's killing my soul. Alright. Yeah, so, well, it was good to actually add that Boolean thing, we just don't happen to need it here. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Because we can use it elsewhere, believe me. Okay, great super activation, spark. Is this the next one? Yeah. Yeah, and this is one too. I don't need to enable it. It will have enabled already if it can. Oh. So we can get rid of that. And if you only have one instruction, you do not need the curly braces on an if statement. Yeah, I don't think we need that at all. Yeah, nothing's asking for the results, so who cares? Don't need them. I don't know why I bracketed it. I don't know why I gave that its own scope. I don't think I need to do that. You can actually give something, if you know what a scope is in programming, I'm not going to explain it, but if you're a programmer and you know what a scope is, you can actually just put a scope. You can put curly braces without an if statement and it creates a new scope that you can do stuff in. It's actually really cool. Same thing here, we do not need that anymore, and we don't need that. Oh, we're making a whole bunch of optimizations here. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Fixing stuff up. We're gonna have to come back to this one. Super activation. This one is definitely gonna be different here. To see how the I don't know why I call it full settings. This is the preset, right? Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna rename that to base effects spawn. To see how there's two different parts to it here, the super lightning is actually a different effect than the normal super attack. And that's what I was saying before, where the lightning has to be in a certain spot that's separate from the charge up, which is just here. Because that lightning's got to hit the ground. It's got to be spawned to the ground. So this one should be spawned with the projectile spawner, but this one needs to be spawned with the object spawner. That's where we really need to differentiate. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's why this code is here. If we're in max mode, we get a different one. I can actually simplify this code here too, probably. Oh well, it's fine. Let's put a comment so we know what that is. Pick the appropriate fix your max mode. Yeah, it has to be in max attack mode. No, that's okay. Well, that looks alright. And then we play the sound effects. This is something I should actually offload to the effect itself. I think the reason that I didn't do that is because the sound effect and the hit sparks are somewhat different. And not necessarily the same thing. So, but for a super activation, you could absolutely get that sound effect in there. That'd be fine. I don't think I need to do that is null. I think I can just do that on it, right? Yeah. I used to do the is null, but... or the is not null. Oh, I'm sorry. If you want it to be valid, if you want it to check if it is valid, just put it there without the exclamation point. So, if this is valid, then go ahead. And if this is valid, go ahead. Because one of these could be a null reference. Which is fine if you don't have anything set, but you want to make sure that it's actually a thing before you try to spawn it. Or do something with it. Yeah, okay. Create super activation. Wait, what's this one? Create super activation spark. Oh, max super activation spark. So if you're in... wait, oh, because they're two different animations. That's right. The super activation is like the level 2, and the max super. I call it the full power super now, just because it's kind of confusing to call this a max power super, but it's also a max. There's max mode. That's why I even just confused myself here. And you know what? This is why we write comments, right? Creates the full power super activation effect. How about that? Creates the normal super effect. It will automatically adjust for power max mode. There we go. I'll never be confused again. Write good notes, and then you don't have to worry. But tell me that 2 years ago. Okay, I already knew that, but I thought I didn't need to write it there because I didn't have like a max mode at the time. But now I got a max mode, so now all this max nomenclature is all messed up. And if I change the name of this method, it will just derail all the calls for it in the animation system. That's why I want to get these offloaded to something else, so I don't necessarily have to monkey with this. But that's okay. I'm going to rename this to full asset. Right, and we learned that this is going to automatically activate it, so we don't need to attempt to do that again. I did put a safeguard in there that it wouldn't activate it twice. But it is better to not have to worry about it at all. I don't know why I keep calling these settings. It should just be called assets. And same thing here. And get rid of that. And there. And that puts it in line with our current coding sensibilities. I'm sure in 6 months it'll change again, and I'll look at this and be like, why did I ever do this? That's how it always goes. Alright. Create max activation spark. Okay, this is for this. Yep, that's the auto complete one, so. And we don't need the result because we don't care what the result was. If it went, it went. If it didn't, it didn't. Okay, yeah, I used to call them because I only had one max mode. Then I added the armor max mode, so this one's called max armor. Yeah, the names are terrible, but it is what it is. Same thing here. This one auto activates, so we don't have to worry about validating whether or not it did activate and then reactivating it. Yeah, here's my jank code to stop that from happening when you tried to do an alpha counter. And my throat's drying up. Okay. Hopefully that's a little better. Oh no, here's another one that I should absolutely change. Wait, no, this creates one though. This creates one. This is a little different. Yeah, I'll have to look that the way it is. Okay, let's see. Here's that one. Oh. Forgot our initial mission. This needs to be an object spawner. And this one can go to projectile. The reason why the charge up is in the projectile spawner because we want that effect to happen where the we want that effect to happen like if Ryu's doing a Hadouken super, we want the charge up part of the sprite, this part, to be wherever his hands are, and that's where the projectile one is gonna sit. But the max activations, those should be normal spawner. Okay, so that's not all of them, for sure. Oh, wait. Oh, you know what? Some of the lines changed. That's why I'm getting lost here. I'll have to redo the references here. Some of the lines got changed, so they're no longer needed. Okay, that one is actually... Oh yeah, and we can do this here now. We don't need to check the success. We can just check this and then return. That's where we did the implicit bool operator, because that'll check this whether or not this is null, and then it will check whether or not it is successful. So we can kill two birds with one stone, and we don't have to worry about it. Okay, projectile spawner. Oh, I think I've already. I need a refresh on it. Let's see. Okay. That one looks legit. That one's legit. Create max mode deactivation. Assuming this is, yeah, that's using the automatic. So get rid of that. And this one should be object spawner. There's no reason to specify a nuanced one for that. Hit push dust. Well, we can modernize this with that. And this definitely is going to be object. It does not automatically enable, but that's okay. Why do I do? Oh, local rotation. Hit push direction. Okay, I think I see. Okay, I know why this is here, and let's leave a comment. Because I'm looking at it too now, be like, what is that? Why would I do that? This guarantees the effect happens in the direction of the hit push. Here. We're gonna make this a big block of commenting. Oh. example, if the character is... Wait, would that make sense? Maybe I don't... Maybe I think... Hold on. Hold on! Let me think for a second. I think this actually might be unnecessary. I think the idea was that no matter what way the character is being pushed, the hit push, like if it's being pushed or forward or backward, then the hit push should be whatever that force is pushing on the character, then you want to make sure that the dust is in opposition to that. I think that's what's supposed to be happening here, but I'm not sure. I'm not confident that it's actually necessary. And the reason I say that is because the spawning system will automatically correct for whatever way you're facing. Would you ever get pushed backwards? I don't know. It's like, why would you ever need to correct the rotation? Are you being pushed in a way in which you're... Yeah, okay, no, okay, I got it. I know why it's here. Yeah, if the character is hit from behind, the dust needs to be orientated properly. If this does not take place, dust likely show coming from the wrong direction. Yeah, because this is not just block stun. This is also getting hit from behind. So if your character gets hit from behind, you don't want the dust to go in the reverse direction. You want the dust to happen. Because this is hit push, it's not like block stun. And hit push happens every time you get hit or every time you block an attack. Yeah, that's what it is. So if you're actually struck and you didn't block, and you get hit from behind before you turn back around, this keeps the dust going in the right direction. Otherwise it would be like backwards in that situation. Oh, and we can optimize that. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes. Okay. Yeah. And that's all we need for that. Okay, next! Oh, and this, does that? Yeah, we changed the object. Good. Alright, next. Let's refresh. Let's see. Okay, spawned, old object. Alright, this is indeed, we're using the plus. We are not activating it normally. This is for push block dust, which we don't have push block anymore, but who knows? Maybe it'll return one day. Just for the sake of it, I'm just gonna do what we did with the other one. And this doesn't, it's not object, or not projectile, but object. Yeah, and it's the same idea. So if you push block, this doesn't get messed up. This one might not actually be completely necessary, but I don't use it anymore anyway, so like I said, I don't really care at the moment. Alright, what is this? Grapple victim inflict hit. Inflicted hit. Oh, okay, I got a lot of stuff going on here. What is all this? Oh, I see. Okay, this is applying a hit without having a hitbox, essentially. So like when Geef grabs you and he puts you in the pile driver and you hit the ground, there's not necessarily a hitbox that hits you when you touch the ground during that animation. So what I did is I just said, oh, I'm just going to apply the attack hit. Like, directly, without a hitbox. I'm just going to tell the person, yeah, no, you just got hit. Sorry. And there's no defense against it. Because you're in the move. Like, there's no way you could reasonably defend it anyway. So it just happens. So what I did here is I said, if there is a projectile spawner, then take the transform point from that. Otherwise, you send it 0. So it's like sending the point for, hey, where's the hit spark supposed to be? That's really what that is, because that's impact point. Which, if you don't know, the song that's playing now is Impact's theme song. So how relevant is that? See, I totally planned that out so that an hour and 10 minutes, right on the dot, we'd be talking about that. I'm just a galaxy brain. Totally planned. I'm going to take. I'm just going to take that out. If you don't have a spawn projectile point, you've got bigger issues than having to check that here. I'm just going to make an error message to pop up at the beginning. It's just gonna get super crazy if that doesn't exist anyway. So I'm gonna remove that check, because all those little checks do slow things down, especially if you're going for something that's like a mono behavior. You checking if that exists. It has to call to Unity to figure that out, and calls to Unity are apparently not cheap. So I learned that one. Oh, I see. This is all kind of one thing, right? Yeah. This is all one method here. I'm gonna keep that clumped together. You don't have to format it this way, but for me it makes more sense when I look at it. Okay, all that looks okay. And I am gonna actually make that the projectile spawner. And the reason why is because the projectile point can be moved to where in the animation I need that hit spark to show up without moving the character. So yeah, I want to do that. I want to keep that there. Now let me put a note there. Projectile spawner is used as the impact point. Spawner position is used as the impact point so that you can customize its location in the animation to get the proper point to create hit spark. There. How about that? Oh, well, I'll never be confused again. Here's some. Am I getting move data and not checking to see if it exists first before I do something with it? That's not good. Yeah, how about that? In fact, we can combine these two. Yeah, check if it exists first before you go and actually try to read from it, because that will cause a null ref. And here, does this have... Okay, that does check if there's anything wrong. This hit data does get this way. Damage modifier. Okay. That's fine. Next! Actually, let's go back. There. Okay. I was gonna say, a couple of them disappeared, so... Okay. Again, here we are we are not bothering. We are not. We are automatically enabling it. There's no reason to bother with that. Armor max counter effect. So this must be the alpha counter. I'm gonna say that one should be the object spawner. We'll see if that looks weird. That one should be the object spawner, guaranteed. Okay, create push block effect. Alright, get our simplified thing here. Apparently don't need that. We are activating it automatically, so yeah, no need for that. Oh, and this should be object spawner too. Yeah. Okay. Next. I know this is a lot to get through, but we'll get through it. It is important. Oh, this is visualizing the projectile spawner. Yeah, that's fine. It's gonna check to see if it exists. And then, let's see. Here, spawn, transform spawn position. I'll say I have code to automatically get that point. So let's do that. Oh, I make it gray, huh? That's okay. I should make the color customizable. Here, let's do this. Gizmo, show object, spawn, position, color. Or it will say, object, spawn, position, color. There. And show the fighter axis. We can do that too. Gizmo, fighter axis, color, and cut this, paste, copy this back, and paste. How about that? Hey Wendy, what's up? I'm sorry if I didn't see that in time. I just noticed it now. I don't know if you just typed that or not. Actually, I can check. Let's see. Timestamp 9:16. Hey, okay. I'm no more than a minute late. I'm reading it. I'm just in the damn zone right now. It's all good. You seem hard at work. What's going on? I'm trying to fix all the damn spawning glitches. But that's it. I think that's the last of it. These are the only instances that we need to spawn from the projectile point. And like I thought, that it wasn't going to be that many. Okay, let's let it recompile. We'll double check that our references are set. If they are, we'll go ahead and try it out. Wait, it should be close to the top. Okay, and the object spawner is not set. That's right. And so here, we'll set the object spawner, the base one, and then the projectile spawner is a different one. Yeah. Okay, let's see if it horribly blew everything up. Hopefully no more Shinku error. Yeah, that's the reason. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Okay, so right now, the super activation happens. It happens at the correct altitude, but the lightning does not happen at the point of charging, and that might be okay too. I'm thinking about it. Like, I think Third Strike actually had the lightning only fall on the character's position. Oh. Wait, does that not work anymore? Hold on. I hope that works. Wait. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. I just must have mistimed it. Okay, that still works. That's good. Don't think you'll ever pull that off in a real match, though. the amount of resources required to do that are not not typical, because you need to spend 2 bars to get Kaku Fubatsu, and then you have to build all those bars back up. But like, see how long it takes to do that? You won't need that amount of power by the time you do it. Or yeah, you'll just do that, right? Oh no! I screwed it up. I want to do this. Oh, that was a counter hit. That's not good. There, like that. Right, yeah, you'd have to activate it right in at the start of the round, and then do it. But Kaku Fubatsu does not travel rounds, so if you don't use it, it will disappear at the end of the round. So you really need 5 bars. You need to enter the match with 3 bars, use 2, and then get your bars back by not using any EXs until you're ready to unleash it. Like, it's not a reasonable... It's not a reasonable expectation to have that many bars. Like, it looks cool, but it's not realistic. The same with doing that one. Hold on, I didn't do it right. Ah, this controller is weird. Like, this looks cool, but you'll never get that in a real match. There's like no way. There's no way. You would never have that many bars. Like, they would have died halfway through it. Yeah, though, but yeah, if you do manage to get 3 bars back with Kaku Fubatsu, like, yeah, you can just do this. Like, that's it. Like, that, you could legit get that to go. Like, that would be, you would have ended the round there by that point in the match. Like, that's the end. There's no way they're getting past that shit. Yeah, especially if you get it with Power Max on. Oh my god. Look at the damage from this. Yeah, good night. That's it, man. By the time that you would get all the bars back to do that, they're screwed. There's nothing they can do once you land that parry. Destruction incarnate. Yeah, pretty much. But that's the whole idea, I think, with Ryu, that it fits his style to be very much like, you screwed up, now you're dead, kind of thing. Like, it takes him a long time to charge the energy to do a big punish. But when he can, oh my god, just watch out. Yeah. It's just, Ryu's gonna be beast, but he's not gonna be a good starter because he needs meter to do stuff. If he doesn't have meter, he's gotta be patient. And that's also a very Ryu thing. Ryu is very patient. Yeah, you can do a lot with him, but you have to have the meter to do it. The Kakufubatsu can be scary if you activate it right away. Oh, I thought I had it activated. Hello. Sorry. Oh. And what?
And I love you.
Oh, I love you. I can't hear it because I got the headphones on. Nah, she's irritated about something. What are you doing? Hi. Here, chicken break. Come here. Oh, stop it. Stop being weird. What? Well, now you're quiet because I picked you up.
I'm gonna get you back. Oh, you can't take me now, can you? You can't take me now, can you?
What are you so irritated about? Do you just want attention?
Stop being a bitch. We love you.
You want attention? Yeah, you're quiet now. What? What? Yeah, you don't peep like the other ones. Yeah, you're just gonna sit here now, aren't you? You're just gonna sit here. You're not gonna do anything. Okay. Alright, go on. Go on. And get down? Here. Go on. Here. She thinks she was just mad because we weren't giving her attention. I lost all my shit on my fighting game project. Wait, what happened? Gotta back your stuff up, man. Always back things up, like always. Never not back things up. Long story, but you guys... Long story, but you guys with the chickens. That's it, that's the whole sentence. Are you asking how we are with the chickens? I don't understand the question. Yeah? Oh. No, they're good. The little ones they're basically ready to go. So, they've been outside all day. No, that's fine. Yeah, they've been outside all day. I've been monitoring them. And they're pretty much just ready to live outdoors. That's it. They've gotten too big for their box now, and so that's pretty much it. Just kind of monitoring them and see how they do. They're definitely to the point like the mother would have absolutely run them off at that point. They're way bigger than they would normally be with their mother, so they're definitely independent ready, at least for wild chicken standards. That's what I've noticed. So, a little worried. It's almost like a parent sending their kid to school for the first day. So it's kind of like they've gone to chicken life out in the wild, and it's like, okay, well, let's see how good they do, right? Yeah, you gotta use Git to back up your shit. Well, it depends. When I use Git, and maybe this is a setting and optional, but as far as I'm aware, Git will store all the changes to your stuff offline locally on your machine, as well as on the network side. So you can submit changes while you're offline, but it comes at the cost of racking up a lot of gigabytes. So I use Subversion currently, and that's remote only. You cannot do version control offline. You have to be online, or at least connected to whatever server is dishing it out. That's just what I've been using, but they basically operate the same. They're the same kind of concept. It's just that Git allows you to do it offline as well as online. But I didn't have the disk space to do that, so we used it. We used it because the other programmer on the older projects that I worked on, they went on vacation and they weren't going to have internet, so we needed to switch to Git. I think even just temporarily, in order to continue developing, because they were going to be gone for 2 weeks and they were going to have downtime. They're visiting family or something, and they were going to have downtime and they wanted to work on it, so we had to switch over to Git because you could do it offline. But I can't guarantee that it's not optional. It's possible that you might be able to get away with not doing that. But just be aware that if you do use Git, it's going to maul your hard drive worth of space. Especially if you have like big assets and stuff that you're cataloging. So that's all I would say about that. I think you can get a Git for free, right? Can't you go to GitHub and just make a repository for free? You might not get all the bells and whistles, but I think you can do that. Otherwise, you can do your own Git server on your hard drive, but I mean, if your hard drive goes up in smoke, then you're screwed. So you want to make sure it's some kind of online we call it off-site. You want to make sure there's an off-site copy of it somewhere. And what that means is not in your house. Yeah, it gets free, right? Yeah, pretty much. I think you can get the basic one for free. So look at GitHub and check out the basic stuff. I think you can just make an account and make like a basic project. And then you want to, yeah, make sure whatever you do, just make sure it's an off-site solution. Because if you make a Git server and it's in your house, and your computer's in your house, and then your house burns down, well then you lost everything, because it's not there. Yeah. Or say, you know, a meteor comes down and levels your house. Well, if it destroyed your server and your desktop that's in the house, then you don't have anything anymore. So you have to have something that's somewhere else in case of those kind of situations. So when I worked for local government in New York, I worked for the county, and we would have the backups would happen, they'd get put on a tape, and then they would take the tape, the backup tape at the end of the day, and they would put it in the fireproof safe. But then there would be a backup tape in the other building that also made its own copy, and that one would just be stored there automatically. So like, you know, if there was a fire, we could get it out of the fire safe, or if like, you know, for whatever reason the fire safe was destroyed, a meteor hits it, whatever, and we had like the backup tape in the other one. And we made like other copies and stuff too, depending on what the system was, but that was kind of the thing. And then we would periodically take the tapes and move them to other locations and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a big thing. It's the data protection and backup is a big thing. So if you can get away with some like automated off-site solution, like using GitHub, just use that. Because, you know, you'll have it. If your house gets hit by a meteor or burns down, then GitHub still has your data. If all the GitHub servers in the world get hit by meteors and burns down, well then you still have it because it's on your computer. You see? So it all works out in the end. But that's that kind of thing. It's like you want to make sure they're in different locations, because if everything's in the same building, something could happen and the entire building's gone, then you lost everything. So there's my little data backup rambling. Ultra power max protection. Yeah, something like that. Oh. That one's so fun, but you'll never get it off in a real match. Boom, and that's death. Yeah, I just have training mode automatically film my Kaku Fubatsu because I am absolutely tired of double down backing punch. It wears me out when I do that, when I'm trying to test it, so I just made it so that training mode now fills it automatically. Oh, I messed up. Oh, messed up. Oof. That's pretty good. But every time you use Kaku Fubatsu, remember you've already paid 2 bars into that. So that was actually a 4-bar super combo. So you have to be wary of that kind of stuff. Kaku Fubatsu looks cool, and it definitely can extend your stuff, but remember you have to pay 2 bars up front for that. So it's really 2 bars plus whatever you use to get in that combo. And that can be expensive. And sure, you know, you can make that back. Ah, I screwed up. Well, whatever. You get the idea. Anyway, all this looks pretty alright. I think everything looks like it's not broken. I mean, the max, or the EX activation spark looks fine. All the Hadokens look correct. You know, the normal ones look alright. And let's see. That looks alright. Backdash. And the running looks okay. The jumping. That dust cloud looks okay. That dust cloud looks okay. That looks alright.
Keeper, what are you doing? You back? Hello. What? Oh, stop it. Stop being weird. Stop it. Stop being weird. Hey. Hey. Stop freaking out. Stop being weird. What are you upset about? Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Chicken's freaking out. Let's see. What other things have dust particles on them? Oh, Tatsu's. Yeah. That one looks alright. That one looks okay. Oh, those effects on the ground are created by the effect system. Those look alright. There's no effect when you do it in air. There's no effect when you super jump. Oh, blocking. Yeah. So. I don't know if I've got a move with Ryu that can knock you back far enough to cause the hit push dust. How do shaders work in Unity? They're called materials, and then you can attach shaders to materials. You'll have to look up a tutorial for the specifics. It's very different than like normal coding. So I would look up. You could just look up Unity shader tutorial, or maybe Unity material tutorial. Might give you the whole picture. I don't delve into it too much. So there's a lot of things about shaders that I couldn't tell you about because I haven't done them. I've done very basic stuff. So I would go look up those tutorials because it's very different than coding in C#. And it's still programming, but it's kind of more like low-level machine language shit. And I don't like doing that stuff, so I avoid it whenever possible. Yeah, I don't know if the effect just isn't working, or if I don't have a move with Ryu that can push him fast enough to cause it to happen. Let's see. But those are gonna launch him. That's gonna trip him. Oh, yeah, these ones should. Maybe the effect just doesn't work anymore. These ones definitely should be showing some hit push dust. But I don't see it happening. Huh, I wonder if it's even getting triggered. Let's take a look at the code for a second. So it was hit, push, dust. Oh, did I maybe perhaps turn it off? Okay, so if it does... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, it's trying to calculate whether or not it should cause it to happen. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Is this public, private? Private, okay. That's not being serialized. It's possible that this doesn't exist. I don't know. We can put a breakpoint here and then see if this is actually being called or not. So a breakpoint is when this line of code gets run, it'll stop the program. Well, pause the program. Yeah, it's not happening. I wonder if something broke with that. It's kind of a neat, feature. Yeah, this is really garbage ass code right here. Don't do this. Don't do that. I forget why I did all of this crap. I think there's an easier way to do it. Yeah, don't do this shit. This is awful. Wait, okay, hold on. So, where is this happening? Oh, in set hit push. Spark effects data, hit push velocity to dust, to spawn dust threshold. And this is set to 0 here. This is in Spark effects data? Alright, let's take a look and see what I put there. S is for Spark. I don't know. Where's that what this is? Oh yeah, here it is. I said 8? Well, if we put it to 1, what happens? It still doesn't happen. Something's broken. Velocity X is greater than that. Okay, what if I put it at 0 then? Like, there's no way it can't be more... Oh yeah, there it goes. It's actually showing now. But it'll show on everything. See, like, even a light tap will show it. What if we do 0.5? Okay, it doesn't show there. It doesn't show there either? Wow, okay. 0.1. Come on, baby. Whoa, it doesn't do it there either? Wow, it must be a really low number. Okay. 0.5. I know we're just guessing and checking now, but it's killing me. 0.005? Okay, I think there's something wrong with this calculation. That this does not seem This does not seem right. But does jab do it? Jab does it. So 0, 1. That's still does it. Oh wait, I need to make it bigger, not smaller. Wait, put this one? Did this? Okay, there we go. That's getting a little better. So I want to do then 0, 9. Okay. Oh, but that one. Really? Wait, so the difference between 001 and 0009? That doesn't work. That one does, but this one doesn't. Okay. 095. It's still... Okay, how about 098? Oh my god. Hey, okay. That one still doesn't work. Oh my god. 9899? That one still doesn't do it. Only this one does. What? There is something wrong with this calculation, man. 999. What the hell? 999? Oh, you know what it is? I think the jab velocity is actually, it's actually faster. Yeah, that's what it is. Just because the jab velocity is actually faster than the kick velocity. That's why it's not showing it up. That's funny. Alright, whatever. Like, we'll just leave it at that. It's fine. Wait, no, not that one does it? This one also does it. Man, okay, that's weird. Is this some floating point crazy bullshit? Or is it flatline? Okay. Now it's off on that. It's on this. Okay, well, whatever. That's fine. We'll leave it at that for now. Very weird, nuanced value, but... Okay, at least it was, like, not broken, so I'm just happy that it was not broken. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's all fine. That's all fine. We'll worry about that later. And we can stop debugging, because we don't need to check for that anymore. Okay. Object spawn. Yeah, we don't need the spark data. Cleared out all those. So now to finalize the fix, well, there's two things. One, we need Terry and Ken to get switched over. So let's do that. Now, where I'm also going to get rid of these save state scripts. That were removed. Because it will cause errors if we try to save it anyway, as we saw before. And since that system is good, but the reason I removed the old system is because it's getting replaced with the new one, and they're not compatible. So I had to just up and remove it completely. Oh, and this is gonna need object spawner controller. And it's gonna use itself as a transform. So I had all of these objects saving and loading state, because what would happen is like, so this is like for the fire effects and the glowing effects on the fire and stuff. You want all those sprite positions to get restored whenever you do a, yeah, actually let's save that override. Oh, I can't save it. Can I just... Here, apply? Oh, it don't let me apply from here. That's alright. Here, if we go... Yeah, save. No, oh, sprite. Shadow. Oh, I forgot to take this one out. Okay, here we go. There we go. And we're just going to remove it from the shadow prefab. There. Save? Yeah, okay. And then we save Ken. He should be all set. Wait, no, he needs the two references inside his fighter control. Right here. No? No, not that one. Right here, object spawner. So his normal object spawner is going to be the one right in here, and his projectile one is going to be the one in here. Okay, and his object spawner down here, we're going to change that to this transform. Yeah. Let's see, Shinryuken Spire. Is this already taken here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Sometimes you have to add a custom one because it just won't. There's no way to detect them all the time. But I'm working on a system that lets you do that. I just don't think I did that for Ken. Okay, Ken's all set. Should be at least. So let's see about Terry. Shadow should be fine on its own. In fact, I want to put this down here. And we'll get rid of these old save state scripts. I like that Unity does force you to remove them, though. That helps you find them for when you get rid of them. I like this song. This one's nice and relaxing. This was from Goemon's Great Adventure on the N64. It was the second Goemon game on the N64 that came to America. And during the stage, it had real-time data, or not real-time data. It had real-time, like, sun and moon cycles. So it could get to be nighttime during the, it could be nighttime during the level as you're playing it. Kind of like Ocarina of Time had the day-night cycle. That's what I wanted to say. Day-night cycle. Real-time day-night cycle. Goemon's Great Adventure was a 3D graphics but 2D gameplay side-scroller, but it also had the real-time sun and moon cycle, which was cool. The day and night cycle. So it's hard, but it's a good game. The first N64 Goemon game was more like a Zelda clone. It was actually like a 3D adventure game, which is also really good. They're both really good. Excellent soundtracks, excellent games. We streamed it a little while back. Okay, I think he's all set with those. Now the object spawner, gotta reset. Where is here? And we need to add it here. Add that as a transform. Go back to fighter controller and hook it all up. Object and projectile. Okay, theoretically we should be okay. Save. Alright. Get rid of all the errors. Now we gotta make sure the other characters work. I think they're gonna be, they're gonna need a few changes in their animation data. They should be okay. I think the power guys are still gonna show up in the air, but we'll see.
Face it straight.
Yep, still in the air, but at least everything looks like it shows up okay. Backdash looks okay. Power wave looks alright. The burn knuckle dust looks good. That looks good. Oh, yeah, that's still busted. We'll get to that later. But at least the dust works. Same with that. Rising tackle looks okay. Okay, and that's it, right? Oh wait, he's got EX version of that. Wait. No, yeah, that's okay. Okay. Oh, power shot. Oh, hey, that fixed that, thank God. Oop. Oh yeah, power charge. That has a dust effect. Yeah, all that looks good. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Those are busted now. Oh yeah, power dunk. Yeah, they look alright. Oh, that one looks weird. Doesn't it? That one might be a little strange. When he hits him here and he launches up, that looked weird. Like it was off the ground or something. Maybe it's just my imagination. Because I'm like hyper looking for him. No, I guess it's okay. It started underground. I guess it just looked like it was off the ground for some reason. Okay, well that one looks okay. Oh, that is not right. That should not be over here. No, that doesn't quite work. Okay. That's a miss. Okay. Well, it tried. And I think that's it. I don't think anything else produces an effect. Oh, duh. Buster Wolf. Yeah, those two look okay. That's not plus, is it?
Hey, come on.
Oh wait, I know an easy way to find out. Nope, it is definitely not plus. I thought that was strange. Yeah. I guess it just looked like he was continuing the block. Yeah, okay. It looks like it's working okay. Alrighty. Oh yeah, that's broken. I think that's still broken, right? Yeah. Terry's all kind of broke, but at least his projectiles are mostly not broken. So let's do the small corrections here that need to be made, and Terry should be good to go. So first we'll look at Power Geyser. That's the wackiest of them. Hey, we can get rid of that. So we don't need that one anymore. Okay, so this must be spawn projectile from pulled asset, yeah. Okay, this is Power Geyser. But look, here's the spawn position. Same thing as before, it's just being set in the same frame. So we have to set it one frame in advance. And then that fixed that, sort of. It's really forward. Shouldn't be that far forward. I think the cancel window for this broke when I put the floating point math back on raw. I mean, that certainly works, it's just not appropriate for what it should be. It looks funny though. Alright, let's see. How close should this thing really be? What are all of these? Supply screen shake, spawn pulled object to ground. Well, that's a shockwave. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, if you try to move him while the animation is stuck, that's what it looks like. It's kind of funny. I mean, that one looked okay, because it was like on his fist, right? That's okay. We can do that one from ground. We're gonna replace those eventually anyway, but... Spawn projectile from pulled asset. That's the one that's getting goobered up now. Okay, we need to go into scene mode here. We gotta make Ken go over here. And we're going to look at... Where is... Oh, it does say that it's supposed to show that. I'm gonna make it yellow though. Maybe we'll be able to see it better that way. There it is, the crosshair here. Like, yeah, the yellow. Yeah, I mean, that looks like where that projectile should be showing. Roughly. So what that tells me is that the projectile spawn itself, yeah, it's offset by a certain amount. I'm gonna say we're gonna change the offset to 0 and see if it looks a bit more reasonable. I may have been compensating for the fact that that was broken. Okay, I mean that looks alright, but it's maybe a little too close. But we're not going to correct it here. We're going to correct it with the spawn position. And what was 3.8? Yeah, let's just copy what was in the file. Oh god, yeah, that looks much better. Okay. Yeah, that looks right. Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, I like that. So then Power Geyser H, get rid of the unused slack. Same thing here. This is going to get knocked back 1 frame. That'll fix the majority of the bug. They should all be on the ground now. But you see that they are offset improperly. Well, we're just going to take the same approach we just did. We're going to look at the spawn. We're going to say that's 3.8. I'm going to cut it, put a 0 there. And right here. 3.8. I don't know why there's a 0.01 though. I'm gonna make that 0. Was the other one like that? The 0.01? It was. I'm gonna make that 0 as well. I don't know why that was like that, but whatever. Power Geyser H. And the other one goes in the same spot, I guess. But I bet it's gonna have... yeah. It's got its own nuanced one. So we're gonna just add that in there. Oh, these curves are gonna have to change. Make it constant. That shouldn't have to change. Okay. And it is 1 frame before the spawn. And then the final one, same deal. We're gonna pull it back. Rid of that 0.1. We're gonna look at what the setting in the file was. 9. Move the 9 from there. Put it here instead. Oh. There. Hope that didn't like destroy the rest of the animation. Sometimes when I do that while the game is active, it gets really mad about that. But I think it's okay. Yeah, alright, that works. Almost looks a little too forward, but I don't know. Guess it looks alright. Yeah, that looks good. Ooh. Making sure it works in the air properly too. How much does it do in Power Max? Over half. Here, let me put attack info on. I need to give you an actual number. 552. That's not bad. And then single one does 312. Terry's Power Geyser is more powerful than the average super. I think it is. Yeah, normal ones are like 240. His does 260. And then there's a proportional increase. I think these are like 420. And his does 460. So 504. Yeah, so Buster Wolf is like a normal super. It does a little less. It does normal. So yeah, normal's 240. But Power Geyser, because it's so slow and shit, I gave it a little extra power and does 260. So same thing here. 240. Or 420 rather. And then against 460. So you get a little bit extra damage. And then power stream is just super powered. Like that one, yeah, that is 576. And you can only use it power max though. It is currently only level 3, but I don't know. I'm starting to rethink the utility of it. I don't know if it's worth putting Terry in power max mode if that's all you get. Like if you don't have 3 bars, like is it even worth putting Terry in power max mode? I don't know. But that's really the only change that he gets. I mean, he gets more power. That's cool. But he doesn't get anything super crazy. I'm also looking at the shockwaves here. Those look like they're appropriately on the hand positions. So I'm not worried about those. Just kind of looks like it's a little forward, but maybe it's not. I guess it's not. Yeah, okay, we can deal with that. I didn't get it. It's much easier to get Buster Wolf off of that. What are we working on today? We're fixing the projectiles. Oh no, that's time's up. Well, we'll at least get through the projectile fixes here. We won't be running off right this second. That's good for that, and then what was it? High angle geyser was part 2. Had the same issue. Oh, let me move Ken out of the way. Otherwise, the side switch happens, and then it gets really weird. Okay, that's the voice clip. This must be the projectile. Let's see. This is at a 4, so we're gonna do like we did last time. We're gonna take that out, and we're going to put it here instead, and see what happens. See if that fixes it. Yeah, that's better. That's not normal. There. Yeah. And then we can do all the shenanigans. Oh, I guess it wouldn't hit because he doesn't travel, right? Yeah. I was gonna say if I could get a super after that maybe, but it doesn't seem like it. I could potentially get it off of that. I can do that. Some of the moves are broken, so my combo opportunities right now are kind of limited. I don't really have the ability to do much. But that did fix those though. And this one looks okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with this one. We'll check it just to be sure though. So that is round wave. Did I call it that? Maybe not. Or did I call it Power Wave EX? Yeah. Oh, and here's version 2. Yeah, that looks right. Oh, right here. Yes, the projectile point Wait, there's an actual projectile point too? Oh. Well, I'll probably get rid of projectile point, because the other ones are called spawn object point. Huh. So this one, like 2.8. 2.8? Alright, hold on. We'll get the scoop. Firewave EX is 2.8. Yeah, 2.8. Say 0 there. Go back to this frame, set this here, and move this. There. See if that looks okay. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it was a little bit off, but that's okay. Yeah, that looks good now. And these don't use a real projectile. They got the effect on them, but they're considered a normal hit. Yeah. Okay, all that looks fine. Yeah, those are fine. Those are fine. Okay, and what other projectile does he have? Cool. Let's save that. I always call it mini geyser. Yeah, it kind of is, right? Kind of is. It has very different properties, though, but it definitely looks like one. And this I made this one kind of a mini high angle geyser. It's not like a full one. It was a super in most of the games. This move. But I made it an EX move instead. Oh, let's check, make sure that Ken's okay now. He doesn't have many projectiles. So this one's probably an easy win. Oh,
Let's party!
yeah, the playlist can start over. Okay, Hadouken looks fine. Hadouken's look fine. I'm trying to think what else does he have other than supers. Okay, the super looked like the effect was in the right spot. That looks alright. That looks alright. That looks alright. That looks alright. Yeah, that looks good. I don't think Ken needs any adjustment. I think all his stuff was just kinda there. Oh, there's no, that's funny. He's got no voice cook for this one. That move's all super busted though, I have to reprogram that one. Ooh. I love your music choice. Yeah, it's going on music today. I'm trying to get together some Mega Man tracks to play too, but I haven't finished that playlist. There's a lot more that goes into it than just slapping stuff together. If you want to make something fitting, at least. Yeah, I think Ken's okay. I don't think there's anything necessary. Because everything, like, he doesn't have many projectiles in general, right? So. There we go. I like that one. That one's fun. Yeah, you thought you recognized it? Is the Iori almost complete? No, we're putting in netcode first. If I put Iori in now, and I do the netcode later, then I'm gonna have to reprogram Iori all over again, which is gonna be double the work. So, the netcode has been taking way longer than expected because it's complicated and it's awful. But it'll be worth it when it's here. But yeah, unfortunately that kind of sidelined Iori. But he's coming. Just gotta get through the other. Does Ken have an EX Hasu in other games? Yes, she does. And mine are more or less like Street Fighter V's. Third Strike has a different style. In Third Strike, it's just a really fast EX Tatsu. Like, it's just a fast, like, normal Tatsu. In Street Fighter V, they changed everything with how that worked. I thought it was cool. I thought there was some cool stuff we could do with it. So I added those in. And then this is actually a hard knockdown, too. So if I set him the wake-up attack, you can get a counter hit and a combo off of it if they're waking up with an overhead. So you can do that, and then you can see how it's useful. Look at all that damage from all that, and now he's in a bad position. And that one didn't work out too well. Trying to think, like, what else could I get off of that I might not normally be able to. Oh, you know what? I bet you could. Oh. I bet you could get, if I did it right here. I bet you could get that. I bet you could get that right at the end of the... But let's try. Nope, screwed it up. Nope, not that. Oh! Went through. Oh, I'm sorry. Got ahead of myself, I forgot the overhead. Yeah, you could get that. And then you can kind of keep them occupied. Oh, we didn't check the we didn't check the alpha counters. Or that, but they look alright. Yeah, those ones look okay. Yeah, I think they're okay. I think everybody's doing okay. I think we fixed the issue. Unfortunately, it took a lot longer to fix it. And I still have to change all the spawn to ground to just spawn objects, but that'll have to come off stream. This is still my favorite, though. Combo in the game. Nope, screw that. Ah, I missed it. If he was a little lower, it would have connected. This one's a little tough to do. You have to intentionally delay it. Yeah, there we go. That'll hit. Yep. Yep. Yeah. If you got 3 bars at the beginning of the round and you just jump in and they did something stupid, yeah. Goodbye life and hello stun. Because even if you don't use the super, look how high the stun is. Now you can use the super. Oh, well. I didn't complete that combo correctly, but you get the idea. Oh, so. Ah, messed it up. I got my Shoryu right there. Yeah, the floating point glitch hit, so I can't max combo or max cancel. The lovely bits of floating point math. But yeah, all right. I think we're pretty well done here. We got everything all fixed there, and then I'll exchange all the animation event calls from spawn object to ground to just spawn object, and I'll go from there, and then that should be it. So cool. All right, we will be back Thursday for one last Ecto Rush stream, or at least one last more. Oh no. Oh, I'm getting tired now. Alright, I got my coffee here. So my deadline for uploading a early access preview build is going to be for Tuesday. And I'll be uploading that Ecto Rush stuff to Game Jolt. And I'll go over all that once I do that. And that's why this one's going to be the last one. Potentially the last one. Maybe I'll get one more week out of it after that, depending on it. Yeah, have a good one, Hori. Hori moly. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, and we got, well, I have a Patreon. So if you liked the stuff that you saw here today, you want to support my personal efforts in game development and all the projects that I work on, you can head over to patreon.com/GameDevScrubs, and I've got I upload preview builds of stuff there too, including this project too. So if you want, I'll be uploading this one because I fixed all that stuff. So if you want to play or test rather the most recent build and see all the changes and all of its sometimes broken glory, then you can do that. But I have to upload this build because it fixes so much stuff so the patrons can try out the Hadouken again without it screwing up. But hey, we're getting there, one step at a time, right? So I have generous patron names to read out. So I got Alex Smith, Mugen, Cameron Lyle, Very Next, Awakened Emperor, Angel, Rui Luis, Mike Cruz, Taryn Williams, Bryce Nagalingam, AJ, Alex D, Engraved Spirit, Mega Keel, Miles Griffin, Ben K, D Money 107, and LD Walker. Thank you guys super extra very much. And we'll see you back, excuse me, on Thursday. And then Sunday is a gameplay day. I'm thinking putting up a poll. If you guys want to see me do another round of Dark Souls, then we'll do that. If not, I'll pick some alternatives and see what you guys think. Kind of keep it fresh so it's not the Dark Souls channel for the next 6 months because that game's really long. So that's pretty much it. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at MarkDWiz or check out the Discord link below if you want to come chat during the week. And that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good one and scrub out.